This fight scheduled. Turn my microphone off too early. Comes right on out. Boy, we just kicked it right out. What? You know what? That cracks me up about fighters. When they come out and they do something wrong,
they always shake their head. No,
come on, man.
I couldn't have.
I didn't do that. Sean Cherry with the red gloves, Malcolm Travis with the blue gloves. The Beta Academy versus the Elite Martial Arts. I hope we don't get another stoppage again. No contest. I don't know.
Nah, that's not. He gets 5 minutes. He'll be all right.
There you go. Coming from the guy sitting with the headphones on.
Yeah.
sitting with the headsets on.
I got to feel like go in there and take both of these guys.
I think you could.
These two, yeah.
205. Everybody always thinks because somebody's bigger they can whoop somebody.
Nah.
Let me help you out. And you know what? I think, didn't we, when we saw Malcolm Travis last, it was a little bit of a show. Yeah.
Yeah.
It was a little bit of a show. And you know what it was? Did he come out again with his jean jacket on?
I didn't see if he did. I didn't get to check
missed the cut-off jean jacket from 1985. As Malcolm Travis gets ready to roll here, they're back in the ring. Malcolm Travis in the blue gloves, Sean Cherry in the red gloves.
Sean Cherry needs to pick his, okay. Okay, spinning back.
That almost looked a little WWE-ish as he threw him into the rails. I think
Sean Cherry's a little cocky in there.
To say, I would think that Sean Cherry thinks he shouldn't even be in here fighting this guy right now. Malcolm Travis, a little slow on those. A little telegraphed as they just grab each other, make their way.
This looks a lot like the last time Malcolm Travis fought. They were just leaning against the fence. I don't think Sean Cherry's going for it this time.
That was a heck of a leg kick. Good up kick.
Double up kicks?
I don't think I've ever seen an up kick with both feet. But you know what? Tonight's a night of firsts there, Cisco.
That it is. Except for the judges. They're wrong all the time, much like they were all day today.
The GCA's had a tough time, haven't they?
I got to go talk to those guys.
They've had a rough time tonight. I think that the Tony Campos fight and the Roya fight, they really had a tough time.
They got it completely wrong.
Yeah, they missed it.
I mean, those are the only two fights that went to decision. So the two times they had to do their job.
I mean, I'm not ragging them because I think that they do a great job. We put on a great event. The referees do good. You know, they've explained everything.
Oh, the CGA, they're not pro, are they?
The GCA, yeah.
The GCA, they're not pro, are they?
No.
Okay, good. I can talk as much as I want.
Except we like them back here at OO Fights.
Oh, okay. Sorry, guys. I'm just kidding. You guys are usually good.
No, they usually are pretty good. I think that they, you know what, we've seen this, though, in a lot of fights. You know, one or two fights they miss, and we've talked about it the last time they were here. And they've been doing,
it's hard to judge.
They've done every fight that I've been at. Every fight for the last, you know, what, I think I've been doing this now for almost, I would say 8 years, 9 years.
They got all mine right, so.
That's all that matters. That's all that matters. Malcolm Travis leaning on Sean Cherry over there in the red corner.
Cherry's bleeding, but he's actually inflicting most of the punishment on Malcolm Travis.
I can't tell where the blood is coming from.
Coming from his nose.
I don't know where he got caught. Did he hurt himself?
Yeah, he might have punched himself. That's the only time he got hit. Because Malcolm Travis, well, I guess he's leaning against him now. He's putting a little work in. I like when the big guys get tired. It's very easy to ref and commentate when the big guys get tired because nothing happens.
Always got a little egg on the left side of his cheek, Sean Cherry does. That's where the blood is coming from.
It's coming from his nose and his eye, and he's tired.
Malcolm being a little cocky now. So is Sean Cherry, both guys.
I don't know why Cherry's being cocky. You're bleeding. That tells you to keep your hands up.
There's another right. That thing's opened up now. There's a lot of blood coming out there from Sean Cherry.
But it's not.
Oh, and he gets a right hook in there after the bell.
And it's a mouse, and he's bleeding.
Yeah. Sean's going to have to do some work to clean up that blood, and I don't know what Malcolm did to him, and I guess while we were chit-chatting, he caught him with a right and also caught him in the nose. And Malcolm Travis over there, he looks tired, but not like he did last time.
No,
they
might have made him run a couple laps since last time.
You know.
Yo, let me stop. Knock will kill me. I'm just playing, guys.
Malcolm Travis in the blue corner fighting out of the Beta Academy. Sean Cherry out of Elite fighting out of the red corner.
Their head coach is a monster.
Which, out of the Beta?
Out of Beta, Nagapon, yeah. The owner, he's the head coach, and he's the owner of Beta Academy. And he is a monster. I think he went 6-1 MMA pro.
And to be honest, the fight started out the same way, but Malcolm doesn't look near as tired as we've seen him in the past.
No. Cherry looks pretty relaxed, too.
And Sean does, too, but the difference is Sean is bleeding.
Yeah. And Malcolm is not. Even though Malcolm took the brunt of the punishment that fight.
I mean,
maybe Malcolm just didn't cut as easy.
I would say if I was a judge at this time, I'm going with Malcolm just because you think Cherry.
yeah, exactly. Since Malcolm definitely got that round.
I would say Malcolm Travis wins round number 1.
Absolutely, because clearly I have no idea what I'm talking about when it comes to this.
At least to the scorecard.
Yeah.
Here we go. Left jab right off the bat from Malcolm.
He does have a...
Sean Cherry catches him with a right hand. But you know what? It seems to me like every time Sean has caught him, all it does is make Malcolm mad.
Angry. Yeah. And I don't know what that was.
And some guys aren't bleeders. Some guys are bleeders.
Some guys are. I like how Malcolm took himself down.
I say it looked like Malcolm just hugged him and fell to the ground. I don't even know what move that was. Look, now, there we go. He's getting some direction.
Coming around from his back.
He's trying to make some moves, but Sean Cherry actually listened to his corner. They're telling him to punch him. His face is wide open.
Yeah.
Here comes the blood from that little egg and that little mouse underneath the left eye of Sean Cherry.
Be punching. Now
there comes a right.
There you go. Now don't hold him, punch him.
We were doing pretty well with the time limit here. After the last 2 fights, we got one right off the bat and had another one right off the bat.
And now all these fights are going to go 3-4. Cherry just leaning on top of Malcolm. When the big guys go to the ground, a lot of these fights end up like this. Malcolm's trying to work sweeps from the bottom. Cherry just kind of hugging him there. He needs to be peppering him.
This is when it starts to get, when we talk about the big guys, when they lay each other. I mean, it happens in every event all the way up to UFC.
Oh, yeah, absolutely.
This isn't anything new that just starts happening here with us at OO Fights or Spike Punch MMA.
The big guys, I mean, they're bigger. It's harder to move each other around. Even when you weigh 205 pounds, it's still hard to move 205 pounds.
Right. Sean Cherry still in control on top of Malcolm Travis. See if he can't. I mean, if I was Tom, I'd stand him up.
Yeah.
Tom Lawler has to stand him up and see what's going on.
Yeah, he's going to stand him up soon, probably.
They're
doing
slow.
just enough.
Yeah, it just gets slow.
Yeah. They're doing just enough that he can't stand him up yet because you don't want to take the momentum from another fighter.
Right.
But the fans are definitely getting a little restless.
Just makes for a bad show. Of course, we're not down there. We're not,
I hate when people stand me up. If I'm on top of somebody, I work to get there.
Right.
Let me stay there. But I understand. It's still entertainment at the end of the day.
We sure do like it when the big boys start fighting, but we sure don't like it when they start laying around.
No. Tom Cherry, Malcolm's actually trying to go around, take his back. He actually has both hooks in. If he can get his head around, he's got his back. And he's got his back. And
with 10 seconds left to go. Spun around again. There's the end of round number 2.
I don't know.
I don't know what it is at the end of that horn. Sean Cherry seems to, that's twice now.
He got a
little shot in again. A little push in the belly that time instead of a right hook.
Mayweather-esque.
Yeah. But still bleeding. Not a lot. Not as bad as.
They're both bleeding a little bit.
No, I think that's rubbed off on him.
On his nose? Bottom of his nose?
Oh, I didn't see the bottom of his nose. Maybe if we can zoom in on the bottom of Malcolm's nose over there in the blue corner, we might be able to see.
Yeah, knocked his wiped
the corner's in the way, and I don't think we can.
Nah, he just wiped it off. It's gone. There wasn't enough blood to.
Yeah. Sean Cherry there, they're just trying to fix him up over here. Maybe try to.
Sean Cherry.
Stop the bleed. He's not breathing very hard. He's relaxed. Now, that's the pose that we're used to seeing Malcolm Travis.
Yeah.
The hands on the knees, the tripod there, and I don't want to do this anymore kind of pose. But
Nagapon, I have nothing to say about this fighter.
And you're right. He's definitely got some blood coming from the bottom of his nose. He's got blood on that towel. So you're right. That blood's just not coming from Sean Cherry.
These guys need to go for broke here.
Sean Cherry first up off the bench. So we get the corners out of there. We get the cage all taken care of.
Has a little bounce in his step. He doesn't look exhausted. He doesn't look like he did last fight.
Yeah.
Sean Cherry looks very relaxed. I don't know if that's good in the third round. These guys should be going for the win.
Well, let's see what happens. Here we go. Start of round number 3. Malcolm Travis in the blue gloves, Sean Cherry in the red gloves. Beta Academy versus Elite Martial Arts. That little mouse there just wants to bleed, doesn't it? Underneath Sean Cherry's left eye.
Definitely does.
That face just wants to bleed.
Some guys are bleeders.
Yeah. Well, he's not bleeding terrible. We've seen guys get cut there before where they come out looking like they've been shot there.
Yeah.
So it's not a terrible bleed. It's just enough to probably rub off on Malcolm and us for not being able to tell if he's bleeding or if that's coming from Sean or not.
And anybody not so enthusiastic about this fight, the next fight will make up for it, I promise. Jonathan Escalona versus Darnell Murphy. That's definitely worth sitting around for.
Yeah, the featherweight title bite is up next, everybody. So this one's a little slow, but we'll pick it up here next with Darnell and Jonathan.
Guaranteed.
There we go.
Good takedown by Cherry.
It almost still looked like Malcolm did that to himself again, though.
He keeps taking himself down. He's got to teach me that.
It almost looked like he did it to himself again.
I wonder who gets points for that.
I mean,
Cherry laying on top of him.
I mean, I thought I just saw Sean Cherry just hang on.
Yeah, all he did was follow him to the ground.
Yeah, he just hung on.
Oh, what? Malcolm reversed it.
See, can't do that, can
No,
you?
that's completely legal. As long as it's not to the face.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, you can throw to knees.
Knees to the guy who's on the ground.
The referee needs to get his, okay. Does he have a Darza?
Oh, right hand by
that
Malcolm
one hurt him.
Travis. Good right hand over the overhand from Malcolm Travis. Stung right in the mouse.
That definitely hurt
Sean
Sean
Cherry.
Cherry. That's the tongue twister.
Doesn't want that left hand to be coming through, so Sean is definitely trying to keep that thing out. Now, to me, Sean looks tired.
Oh, yeah.
Sean looks tired. He looks exhausted. Malcolm still trying to throw blows.
Malcolm's going for the takeover. Not anymore. Sean has a headlock. I'm not even going to call that a guillotine.
No, he definitely doesn't have it in there. He could, but he just looks exhausted. Knee to the face.
Sean Cherry with the double underhooks.
I think if Sean Cherry plans on winning this thing, that he probably ought to do something.
The thing is, I think Sean Cherry might have got the first 2 rounds.
You think? That's a good takedown.
That was a nice takedown.
That's a good takedown.
Oh, does he have him in half guard?
I can't.
Yeah, he has him in half guard. He needs to be trying to finish the guillotine. Malcolm needs to be trying to finish the guillotine.
He's got him.
Finish
If he can get it. Nope, slipped out. A little too slippery.
Yeah, once you get to the 3rd round, you're bloody.
Yeah, and we can see
Good bump sweep.
And we can see from the overhead picture how sweaty these guys are on the mat.
10 seconds left. This fight's just about to over.
Right.
I don't want to give it to either fighter.
You don't want to
give it to. They're gonna say it's the other guy.
Opposite,
so I'm not gonna jinx anybody this go around.
That's the end of Sean Cherry, Malcolm Travis here at fight number 11, the light heavyweight bout between the 205 guys. So we come back, we'll find out who the winner of that is. Also the featherweight title bout, the 145 guys, Darnell Murphy versus Jonathan Escalona. They are next. I might be able to talk if it wasn't 32 degrees here at the EchoStage. Be right back.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, the scorecard is out, and the judges have this one unanimous. Winner, out of the red corner, it's Sean Cherry.